The People's Police Service is charged with detecting, investigating and preventing crime. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is also mandated to preserve the internal security of the country, protect and secure the lives and property of the people, maintaining law and order in the country, upholding the Constitution and enforcing the law without fear or favor. Hello viewers, and welcome to yet another episode of Crime Watch. Elliot Kudzai-Ganyani is my name. Members of the public are reminded to persistently adhere to the World Health Organization's COVID-19 preventive guidelines and protocols. Remember, the fight against this highly infectious virus is still on. Together, we can end this pandemic. Police would like to set the record straight regards the impounding of numerous buses which were involved in smuggling cases in Beitbridge recently. Contrary to social media posts which went viral on the 3rd of November 2021, where it was alleged that there were corrupt orders by members of the security services, multiple buses were impounded and handed over to ZIMRA to ensure that appropriate customs and excise laws are followed. The list of the impounded buses is as follows. A Munenja bus with registration number F203BF GPV, a Lex Liner bus with registration number HM04GC-GP, a Blue Liner bus with registration number HM70DDGP, a Sebo class bus with a personalized number plate written True God, a Chazim Travel bus registration number ABQ8745, Regional Boundary bus registration number HN97FLGP, a Nissan Caravan with registration number AEP4454, a Toyota Hiace with registration number AFK9917, a Nissan Caravan with registration number AFD8084, and a Nissan Caravan also with registration number AFD7102. Several smuggled goods were seized and many passengers who did not have traveling documents were also arrested. We would like to warn bus operators and crew members against smuggling and to refrain from raising unsubstantiated allegations in order to get sympathy from the public. The Zimbabwe Republic Police will not take lightly any lawlessness and will make sure that justice is served without fear or favor. Moving to Mashonaland West Province, ZRP Nyabira has recovered chemicals worth over 50,000 United States dollars which had been robbed from a certain farm. Crime Watch visited Mashonaland West and gathered this story.
We had a case at the Sapa workshop here in Banget where a gang of robbers approached the guard and apprehended him. They went on to empty the storeroom of farm inputs that included herbicides, fertilizers, work suits. They also disconnected the CCTV. They loaded the loot into a T35 truck, and some of the criminals boarded a small vehicle that was used as a getaway car. However, we alerted the neighboring stations.
But what happened is they came through that bottom corner there after looking at the place for, 4 or 5 hours. And so they made a noise down there where they cut through the fence. And as the guard one of the guards from here went round there, that's when they caught him. And they brought him here and they broke the alarm. You can see the brackets for the alarm there, and then these wires here are all being cut. And then there's a blue bag somewhere. They put the solar light inside that and then turned that light up here, and obviously they had whatever they had here and beat him and burnt him and did whatever they did to get the information. But they knew exactly what they were doing. Mm-hmm. When they came in here, they went past certain doors into certain places to get what they wanted. Okay. And unfortunately, it's a time of year where they know everybody has got chemicals, fertilizer, seed, all ready for the season. Stuff that they can move fast.
As they were driving towards Harare, we intercepted the lorry in Hillbury Farm, where we managed to arrest 3 accused persons and recovered the truck and its load, as well as a Toyota Bubble that was being used as the leading car. They were being led by one by the name Mada, who is the team leader of these accused persons.
In a similar case, but still with ZRP Nyabira, 21 stolen goats were recovered and one person was apprehended in connection with the case. The police officers also managed to recover a vehicle which was being used in the commission of this crime.
We received information from our local informers that there was a Nissan Serena grey in color that was carrying goats which were suspicious. We set a roadblock along the road that cuts across the farms. It was at this stage that the vehicle was stopped and we discovered that 21 goats were carried in that vehicle. The goats had no stock clearance and no moving permit to authorize their movement. The driver was arrested at the scene. 21 goats were recovered and the Nissan Serena that was being used was also recovered. They had stolen these goats from Torashanga farming area. It is at that stage that we also established the owner of the vehicle, who is only known as Jimmy, is staying in Harare. We are also calling upon all farmers surrounding Banget, Torashanga and Nyabira to come and identify the goats. We encourage our farmers to make sure that they pen their livestock.
Do not move an inch. We are taking a short break. Join us in the second segment. Welcome back. We are now in the second segment of Crime Watch. The Criminal Investigation Department, Wange, apprehended some people for unlawful entry into premises and theft cases. Now the arrest of these people led to the recovery of various property.
4 criminals, namely Raymond Zulu, Ignatius Ngwenya, and Neva Zulu and Christopher Tsepang, broke into 3 houses where they stole some electrical gadgets, which included some televisions, laptops, cell phones, and other property that were all recovered through investigations by detectives from CID Wange. All the property that was stolen at these 3 houses were recovered, identified by their owners. We also appeal to members of the public that if they receive any information about strangers roaming around their premises, they should report them instantly to police.
Gold is one of the minerals which is expected to boost the country's foreign currency reserves. However, there are some people who are dealing in this mineral illegally. ZRP Goromonze recently arrested 8 people for stealing 40 tons of gold ore at a mine in Achuras, Mashonaland East Province. Let us hear more from Inspector James Fologo.
On my site is a truck containing 20 tons of gold ore, which was recovered by our police officers at Achuras base. 12 accused persons proceeded to Kambanji mine and stole 40 tons of gold ore. The complainant, Mr. Johnny Manjengwa, received information and alerted police officers, who quickly reacted and intercepted the truck. 8 accused persons were arrested. The 8 accused persons who were arrested were taken to court. This vehicle here was recovered from Nancy Manda when they were arrested at Achuras. We are holding the vehicle as an exhibit.
As the police, we encourage the miners to register their mines, to safeguard their properties, and to report to the police if an intruder come to their mining areas.
Zimbabwe Republic Police ne quick reaction yavakatibatsira nayo pakubata mbavha idzi dzanga dzauya pamine.
We joined Tendekai Dandarasi at the Harare International Conference Center on the road safety topic today.
Thank you, Elliot. The United Nations General Assembly Resolution 74 of 299 declared a decade of action for road safety, 2021 to 2030, with the target of reducing road deaths and injuries by at least 50% during this period. This gave birth to the Global Plan, a guiding document to support the implementation of this decade of action. Recently, the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe invited other road safety stakeholders at the Harare International Conference Center. The gathering was meant to deliberate on the Global Action Plan with a view to allocate respective roles in the formulation of the country's national plan.
Zimbabwe has been experiencing a lot of road accidents, a lot of deaths on the road, and it is our aim between today and tomorrow to come up with a plan, strategies and procedures that will enable us to reduce the carnage on our roads by a minimum of 50%. We have stakeholders from various organizations to try and map up the best strategy that will see us achieve a reduction in the carnage on our roads. In 2020, there were more people dying on the roads than the people who died out of COVID-19. So we should take it seriously, lives matter, and we should really work towards reducing road accidents.
What we are gathered here to do today, to foster a multi-sectorial collaboration, to discuss things that we can take from the global plan that we can actually domesticate to our own use in Zimbabwe and implement, so that in the next 10 years we would have made progress in terms of reducing deaths and injuries on the roads.
We need to be guided like we have been guided in this workshop, where various stakeholders have come up with suggestions. As I live here, I will carry a plan of action that we will implement, will sell to our policymakers.
We need everyone to be involved. We need everyone to be educated. We need a plan of action. We need people to enforce zvinenge zvadecidwa muma-actions achaitwa, just for us to reduce road carnage, to reduce deaths in road.
We as ambassadors work together with National Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, and our duties are to sensitize people on road rules and regulations, also to create awareness on small things that people take for granted, like fastening your seat belts, do not drink and drive. Meanwhile, we as musicians are going to compose songs with lyrical content for awareness. You and I can contribute to reducing road accident by 50% in the next coming 10 years.
With the information and knowledge that we took from here, I think it is also important maybe to rethink about our curriculum, to make sure that we prioritize road safety across all modules. And also, I also believe that collaboration is also key, especially with all the departments that we found here. We found that we've got one thing in common, that is to make sure that our roads are safe.
We want to applaud the UN for taking the leading role in playing road safety. In whatever the police is planning, we will consider road safety in terms of enforcement, in terms of education, which include the awareness campaigns which the police is currently conducting with the other stakeholders in the country. And we also want to challenge the drivers to change their attitude in terms of their responsibility on the roads, in terms of promoting safety on the road. So basically, there are a number of issues which the police cannot do alone, but can only implement if we come together, motorists, the various stakeholders. We include the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure Development, and the Ministry of Health and Child Care. So basically, there's work to be done if the global plan on decade of action on road safety is to take center stage in Zimbabwe.
Road safety is everyone's responsibility. Indeed, if we work collectively, Zimbabwe will be able to reduce road deaths and injuries by at least 50% during the period 2021 to 2030. On that note, we take a short break. Let's join Elliot Kudzaiganyan in the third and final segment.
We are now in the third and final segment, and thank you for staying tuned. Now the Minister of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage, Honorable Kazembe Kazembe, has opened the Guruve District Registry Office. These offices are said to help the Guruve residents with easy access to important documents such as birth and death certificates, as well as identity cards, among others. Speaking on the sidelines of the event, Honorable Minister Kazembe Kazembe said this was going to be beneficial to farmers in Guruve in terms of stock theft, as they will easily identify their stock.
Yes, we are here to commission this building, which is a milestone in any language. The ministry were excited that today we have walked the talk. We have opened the Civil Registry Center for the people of Guruve, which will be very helpful to them in the sense that they now don't have to travel all the way to Benura or Harare to get their birth certificates, their identification cards, and they'll also be able to get brand marks for their cattle. As you'd appreciate, there's an increase in livestock theft, which the police is trying to curb, and this will go a long way as people will be able to easily identify their cattle.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police Senior Officers Conference, which took place this past week, eventually came to an end at the Police Golf Club in Harare. The Commissioner General of Police, Tandabantu Godwin Matanga, officially closed it.
I am delighted to address you at the closing ceremony of the Zimbabwe Republic Police Senior Officers Conference. May I at the outset express my heartfelt gratitude to our guest of honor, the Minister of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage, Honorable Kazembe Kazembe, for setting the tone for this conference. The agenda for this year's conference covered a vast array of topics ranging from, among others, the state of policing in the country, the scourge of crime, the 2023 harmonized elections, discipline, corruption, to the welfare of police officers. The need, therefore, to build on the high degree of commitment and cordial synergies cannot be overemphasized, given the importance to strengthen teamwork and unity of purpose, and more so as we effectively pursue our policing agenda for the year 2022. In this regard, we must all work extra hard and in unity to combat crime. Our duty is to fight crime and bring all criminal elements in society to justice. All of us should therefore put shoulder to wheel to foster peace, safety, and security. If you join hands and work with the community, and if you put people before self, best results are a possibility. Let me also take this opportunity to wish you and your families a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. With these remarks, I am delighted to declare the 2021 Zimbabwe Republic Police Senior Officers Conference officially closed.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police Kaduma Traffic is looking for Concisia Kambuzuma and Cliffons Matewe for traffic offences that they committed separately. Concisia Kambuzuma, who was driving a Toyota Allion on the 2nd of February 2021, hit a pedestrian in Kadoma. The pedestrian later died en route to hospital. The accused has not been located since that day. In a similar case, Cliffons Mateo, who was driving a bus, rammed into two stationary vehicles, seriously injuring one person. He then fled the scene and has not been located. Should anyone have information that may help to locate any of these people, please feel free to alert any nearest police establishment. Meanwhile, the following people are also on the police wanted list: Benjamin Chuma, age 24, of Tyler Chuma's homestead, Naushome village, Chief Dingani Mabale Dete, is wanted by Dete Police for a case of rape. Police in Mazowe, Mashonaland Central Province, is looking for Tichaona Matari Manja, age 33, for robbery. His last known address is Amatola Farm, Mazowe. Beitbridge Rural Police is looking for Tauya Chidembo, age 34, of plotter 318 Shashe Block, Ramahande Mashava, and Alfred Nyambira, age 22, of Muyuri Village, Chief Jiri Gokwe, for attempted murder. Should you have information that may help the police to locate any of these wanted persons, please feel free to contact any nearest police establishment. Alternatively, you can contact us on any of the following details. Visit our website at www.zrp.gov.zw. Email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. You can also link with us on our Twitter handle at Police Zimbabwe or our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. We're also accessible on our YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. Should you fail to reach us through any of these communication channels, we also have a national complaints desk number which is manned 24/7 by police officers ready to offer you service, and the number is 0242 703 631. Zimbabwe Republic Police, policing for peace, economic recovery and prosperity in pursuit of Vision 2030. It really has been wonderful having you along from the Crime Watch crew behind the scenes, and I, Elliot Kudzai Ganyani. Yes, do remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. Until next time, pleasant viewing.